Oh, it feels so good. It's insane. Look at the RGBs, the domes. Today we're installing the Kemimoto Overhead RGB fan system in the CFMoto ZForce 800 Trail. I've already got the roof off. If you don't know how to do that, check my video on how to accomplish that before you even begin on installing this system. All right, now let's get to it and see how hard it is to get this thing in there. Now, Kemimoto says it should take about 15 minutes. Yeah, we'll see about that. Now, to help yourself out, man, slide this seat forward with the lever right here on the bottom. Slide that forward so you have more space to work back here, man, before you even take the back of the seat off. That way it gives you easier access to get it out of there. All right, so first thing you gotta do is you gotta get this seat out so that way you have access to the battery. So to do this, there's some push pins down here. You just pop those through on each side, and then this seat, it just slides up. Right like that, okay? It just slides up. You see those grips in there? Slides right down into that ball. Push pins, boom, bada bing, bada boom. Seat is out.
A few moments later.
I guess we'll just have to install that fan another day.
3 days later.
It is now day 2 of trying to get this fan installed now that the storm of the century has passed. Let's see if the weather cooperates with us and is very nice to us today, and see if we can't get this thing put in. And I'm going to show you all every step of the way so you guys can install this thing in your machine. Easy peasy, baby. All right, so here's everything Kemimoto has given us for the installation process. Here's the manual, and it says there's an estimated installation time of 15 minutes. We'll see about that. But as you can see, they include tools if you don't have tools of your own, fuses, some nuts and bolts, clamps, mounting plates, stuff like that. And of course, we have the fan itself. We're going to bust into that, and we are going to see how this goes. Okay, so now it's time to put on the rail system. But this is very important. Where I'm installing it on a ZForce 800 Trail, the roll bar is very narrow. So I'm going to have to make an adjustment to this system right here, and I'm going to show you what I have to do to get it to fit. Okay, so check it out. So we actually need it to be even more narrow than this. We need this to slide in even more. So to do that, we're going to have to hop over this guy right here. So I'm going to undo him and slide this in as far as we can, and then just tighten it back down. And for this step, you are going to need your mounting brackets, so get those ready, and your M6x30 hex screws. To get that little bolt out, get yourself a ratchet with a 7mm socket on it. You can zip that thing right out. You don't want to be doing it with their little hand wrenches, man. It is painstakingly cumbersome. So get your ratchet, go ahead and get that bolt out of there, then put your rail system over top of it and bolt that in. Now to do that, you're going to have an Allen key under there to hold that bolt steady while you ratchet it back on. Then put your brackets on there and install the bolts through those. You're going to have to flip it up on its side to do that. Just screw them in, and you can do it just hand tight. All right, now once you have your rail system on, make sure that you leave all of the bolts loose. That way it's easier to adjust the width. That way it's easier to slide them, because now we got to put it on the ZForce and see if we have the width right before we tighten those down and then clamp it to the roll bar. All right, when you go to lay this thing up on your roof, get you a buddy, somebody to help you lift this thing, because it's not the heaviest thing in the world, but your arms will get fatigued because you have to make sure where the CFMoto, the ZForce, has a profit tube in it. Okay, it's not a round tube. So you want to make sure these slides are tight against the tube, right? So you're going to need somebody over there providing tension on that. That way it doesn't slip into the cabin and just fall. So just have somebody over there holding those up against the tube while you are over here holding yours, and then you tighten up your bolts and everything. Make sure they're good to go. All right, now on to the next step. Now for this next part, you want to get yourself 4 screws, 4 nuts, and for my particular situation, I'm going to need the 52mm clamp hose. All right, so you see this part on your rail? That is where you are going to want to attach your clamp hose. So you just lay that top piece in there like that. It's not going anywhere. Then you come under it, push this part up, and then we are going to run a screw through there and then put the nut on top. All right, so right now I'm going around all 4 corners. I'm doing this, and I'm just hand tightening these clamps right now. That way I can still slide this around after I'm done. That way I get this fan exactly where I want it in the cabin. That way if I want it blowing down on my chest, my stomach, I can do that. If I want it blowing down right on top of my head, I can do that. If I don't want it to interfere with any of my other accessories like storage bags I have up here or my speaker I have back here, I can still slide this around. So just do it loose. Then once you have it positioned where you want, come back and tighten all this stuff down. You'll be good to go. All right, I got it placed exactly where I want it. I think just coming down right over top of our heads is a good placement for us. So to lock this down, get yourself a ratchet with a 10mm socket on it, get your Allen wrench, and then just come in here and tighten these clamps down. All right, man, that should be good, I think. All right, we got everything clamped down. This thing ain't going anywhere. Now we have to do the wiring, which looks to be pretty simple. They just go straight into the battery, but we got to run it. Now, I already have my Kemimoto speaker up here, and these are the wires from that, so I'm just going to follow that same path down to the battery and just lock it in there, man. I'll show y'all exactly what I'm about to do, and then we can get these fans on, get a little bit of relief, because I don't know if you can see it, but the bugs are going crazy out here. I've got a bug on the phone right now while I'm filming this, and I am sweating. So we're gonna get these things on. Hopefully we'll get rid of those buggies and beat some of this heat. All right, so I ran the wire back here. There's zip tie point 1, as you can see back here on the roll bar. Then we have another one here, zip tie 2, another one here, zip tie 3. So that way when we come inside, you can see right here, that way it keeps it out of the way and onto this side. Then when I put the roof back on, I have some clamps here that will just hold that out of the way. And then here's our final zip tie on this bar right here that just goes across the back. And then down here. And we are going to hook it into the battery. All right, so you just want to loosen these just enough. You don't have to take them all the way off. These right here, you know, just some Phillips heads. Just loosen those battery terminals a little bit. Grab your black one first. This is your negative, black to black, and then red on red. Slide that all the way through. All right, and then you're going to tighten that down on there. This one, same deal. You're going to slide it all the way through, and then you're going to tighten it down. That's it. All right, so it is the moment of truth. We're going to get in here, fire this thing up, and hopefully we have fans. Let's see what we can do. If this thing catches on fire, I'm going to be so sad. Hey, we have dome lights. We have dome lights already on, man. That's awesome. That's a good sign. All right, now let's hit this switch. What's this switch do? Oh, it turns them off. Okay, then what's this switch do? Hey, RGBs. That's awesome. All right. Moment of truth, we're going to turn the fan on, see if it works. Works, man. Smells like plastic really bad just blowing down on me, but oh my God, this feels so good. Oh, it feels so good. It's insane. Look at the RGBs, the domes. Oh, let's turn on the other fan. I don't even know if y'all can hear me right now, man. These things are some juggernauts, dude. Oh my God. Those things are amazing.
The other way around, you might come off the ground like a helicopter.
Right? Yeah, man. You could fly on these bad boys. All right. So they're in. They work. Now we got to put our seat back in. And we are pretty much good to go. Now we are going to do a review of these. Kemimoto was nice enough to send me these bad boys for free. So I'm not only going to do an installation video to help the big boys out, but I'm also going to do a review video because I know a lot of you are wondering whether or not these things are worth the money, because they are pretty expensive. And that's why I want to thank Kemimoto so much for sending these to me. Totally free. Didn't pay me to do it, so I don't have to be nice if they suck in the review, okay? I'm going to be totally honest when we take these out, man. But I'm going to put them through the ringer. That video's coming up, so make sure you subscribe to the channel, like this video, that way you'll see when the review pops up. All right, so something important y'all need to remember after you have these things installed, side-by-side's not on right now, but the dome light and the RGBs are on, and you can turn the fan on too, man. You will kill your battery, so anytime you turn off the side-by-side, make sure you manually turn this off too. You will kill your battery, man, and then you'll end up stranded somewhere. Don't do it. Now hit them trails and get on it, big boys. I'm gonna enjoy these fans, man. I'm hot.